Welcome to the Box Score Sports Podcast.
Are you anything else on the division leaders? Or are we good to go?
We're good, bro. Oh man.
Okay. Let's move on to the wild cards because it's getting crazy up in here right now, guys, for wild card standings, playoff standings. We already talked about the Bills winning, so that means they're, I think, 8th right now in the wild card race. We talked about the another team, the Raiders, who are still kind of in the wild card race as well at 6 and 8. But let's focus first on the Packers. I think if Eric's still in the chat, he should let us know how how the game went. He went to the Bucks Packers game, but the Packers kind of came down the earth to earth the last 2 weeks and losing to the Bucks. I think it was 34-20.
Didn't Drip say? Oh, Drip said something last week. He was talking a little too early. He said, "Oh, we're gonna beat the Buccaneers." Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, Drippy, how are you feeling today? Are you still in the chat? You should let us know.
Yeah, I remember that. He said, "Oh, we're gonna smack the Buccaneers."
We did not. We should have checked in on him.
Yeah, we should have.
That's on us. That's on us.
I should have checked on him about that Giants game too. Like I didn't hear from him.
Yeah. I'm starting to see a pattern as far as your friendships go. I'm just throwing that out there. Eric said he enjoyed the game.
Sweet. That was a good game. I was happy Tampa Bay won.
Well, of course, he enjoyed the game. The Bucks won 34-20. Any thoughts on the game?
Packers packing, baby. They get out of here. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so glad I was getting scared. I was texting you, Ryan, last week before that Giants loss, and I was like, man, these freaking Packers are really going to just sneak up in here and beat everybody and just go to the Super Bowl. Watch. You know, they're just hot. Now, slow that down, Packer fans. I'm sorry, but I'm not. It's time to go home.
Packers packing, I'll tell you what. I'm with you, man. I was nervous as well. I think this might keep them out. We'll see, because obviously it's kind of messy right now in the NFC.
Yeah.
But come back down to earth. But I did like what one person said on Twitter. I think it was Bill Barnwell. I can't remember, but he's basically like, either Jordan Love and the Packers offense look like amazing and he's throwing these awesome throws, or they look like they've never played football together. One or the other. It's never like in between.
That's so true.
And I'm like, that is so true for the Packers. So on the other side of it, the Buccaneers, man, Baker Mayfield. Eric told me this stat yesterday. The Baker Mayfield is the first quarterback to come into Lambeau and have a perfect passer rating of 158.3. I don't know if you know.
Nuts.
Yeah. 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, only 6 incompletion. Their run game looked like it was getting on track. Chris Godwin had himself a game. Mike Evans got open for a TD. You know, your guy there, supporter of sour lemons here.
You see it. See it on the Twitch stream, guys. 50 subs, Mike Evans.
Let's go.
Still the leader of Sour TV, baby.
Yeah. What do you like? And it's funny because it's like Baker's kind of having a resurgence this year. How do you feel about the Bucks, because they're also winning the NFC South right now?
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Yeah.
You know, love to see Mike Evans. I'm happy for Baker Mayfield. You know, his career was really coming into question. You know, like people were probably thinking he was a bust, and you know his career's was going to take a big huge hit. Probably not going to be. He'd probably be a backup for the rest of his career. I'm happy for him. I'm glad he found a home. He's looking great for Tampa Bay. You know, he looks comfortable.
Yeah, and he like at times he the connection with him and Evans seems to be pretty solid.
Yeah,
too,
it does look solid. Yeah, you know, it's not Tom Brady, but
Eric,
you know,
Eric would tell you that Evans just got to catch the ball a little bit more.
Oh, that's what he said?
No, I'm just joking. He dropped the ball once or twice on Baker. That's all. But every receiver has drops, so it's not a big deal.
Magic Dragon said, I feel like Love doesn't have really have pocket presence.
It could be true, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm happy. I'm happy. I think the Bucks will win that division. I don't really see them going far into the playoffs. I still think they missing some things. Sorry, Eric, but it'd be good to see. I don't think Tampa Bay's beaten. Well, they could beat Dallas, but I don't see them beating Philly or San Francisco or those teams. So, but they'll have a home playoff game in the wild card. I say they win that. But I think they'll get bounced in the divisional round.
Yeah, they'll probably get unfortunately for the Bucks, they'll get whoever doesn't win the division between the Eagles and the Cowboys in the first round. And that's going to be the challenge. Eric says Evans, he still needs to be a Buck for life. I agree with that.
I agree. Yeah, I hope he does.
When me and Eric used to play Madden, he would have Evans and Jameis Winston, and I would have Kelvin Johnson and Matthew Stafford, and that was kind of like our thing on Madden.
Yeah, I'm gonna message Mike Evans once the season's over, and we're gonna play 2K with him because he plays 2K. So, Eric can probably play with his favorite player. I'll make sure we all in the party when I get him on. So,
just tell him we're not very good though. Just warn him.
Yeah. Well,
maybe
Eric got my build. He'll be fine.
Okay, you'll be fine. Yeah, it's true. That'd be fun. Yeah. Okay. Other than that, the Rams dominated. Well, I shouldn't say dominated, but they did beat the Cardinals. The Cardinals kind of made a comeback a little bit. Oh, not the Cardinals. Who did the Washington? Washington put Jacoby Brissett in, and they kind of made a little bit of a comeback. But they did win that game. The Vikings lost a crazy game to the Bengals, and that means the Bengals also won, which is kind of crazy. And then the Colts beat the Steelers on Saturday, and the Broncos lost to the Lions, which affects their positioning. So any thoughts on any of those games and as far as seedings or standings go?
It's a good win for the Rams against the Commanders. It wasn't a good an amazing win. They should have blew this team away. But they got the win, and a win at the end of the day is all that matters, no matter how you get it. But I'm looking at the standings now for the Rams. They can still they're the 7th seed. They're not safe yet, as they're not a for sure lock yet, but that win helps, and they got to keep winning out the rest of their games to be a secure playoffs lock. But I'm not really worried about the Rams. I'm not scared if I'm an NFC opponent, heading into the playoffs. I don't think the Rams scare you. But like I said, any given Sunday, you never know. There could be an upset. The Rams could pull out a wild card victory. But I'm not really sold on the Rams this year. The Dolphins or the Colts game, I'm not really sold on the Colts either.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand how they're 8-6. I don't get it. It blows my mind right now.
I mean, Gardner Minshew, man, that guy got Fitz magic type of abilities. The guy's amazing. He pulls wins out of his hat. But Pittsburgh's very disappointing. They definitely need a quarterback. So
yep.
We'll see what Pittsburgh does moving forward. I don't think Kenny Pickett's the answer for them. It was cool. He came out of Pittsburgh. I thought that would have been a good storyline. It was a good storyline for them. After moving on from Big Ben. Kenny Pickett's from Pittsburgh, came out of Pittsburgh. It was cool. This is the Pittsburgh boy. And then it's yeah, bro, you suck. You're not good. No, so they need a new quarterback. I don't know if Mike Tomlin's the answer. Do you think they move on from Tomlin, or do you think?
No, they'll keep Tomlin. Tomlin hasn't had he's never had a losing season, right? He's 500 or better every single year.
That could change this year. They got the Ravens and Bengals and Seahawks these next 3 games.
Yeah, the problem is too, though, it's not Pickett. I just want to make sure, he's not quarterbacking right now. He's been injured. It's been Trubisky.
Well, I understand that, but even when Pickett wasn't,
I agree with you. I agree. I'm just making sure that
I don't think he's the answer, regardless.
I agree. I think they might have to move on from him, but Trubisky's been the quarterback that's been failing them just to clear that.
Right.
So right now, let's just AFC, the wild cards. The Browns are 5. The Bengals are 6. The Colts are 7. 8th are the Texans. The Bills are sitting at 9th right now. And then Steelers, Broncos, Raiders. So it's going to be a wild finish for those the wild card in the AFC. All of them, by the way, that I mentioned, other than the Raiders, are 500 or better, which is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. I still think Buffalo sneaks in though, out of the Colts, Texans, and Bengals.
Here's the problem. I was telling Avery this last night. I said I would be so mad as a Dolphin fan
if Buffalo sneaks in.
Well, and we're the 2 seed, right? So guess who would get Buffalo in the first round?
Right, you do.
We would. And I'd be like, we haven't had this good of a season. We haven't had this good of position in forever. And the first year we do, we'd get the Buffalo Bills. Are you kidding me? I'd be so mad. So mad.
Yeah, that would be...
I won't talk to anyone for a week until the game's over. I'll just in my room by myself.
Oh, man.
That's what I would do.
It's going to be awesome, though.
Yeah. On the NFC side, just to update everybody listening, Cowboys are 5, 6 is Vikings, Rams are 7th, as Isaac mentioned, and then we have the Saints.
Seattle's still in it.
Seattle's still in it. They play tonight against the Eagles, so we'll see how that game goes.
And never mind.
Yeah, Atlanta, Green Bay in that order. So
yeah, Green Bay's out. Green Bay blew. They choked. Green Bay was set up to just win out. If they just went out, I think they would have done it.
Well, they still could end up. What are they? 6-8. They could still end up 9-8 if they win.
Yeah,
so they could sneak in.
No,
I know we don't want it, but I'm just saying, like, let's not throw that out as a possibility because they have this. I mean, they have Carolina, Minnesota, and Chicago, all very winnable games.
That is true.
Very winnable games. So what?
So sick
I'm
of
just
them.
saying, I don't want to throw dirt on them yet. Let's not do that.
But they also need help from these teams though to lose. For them to get back up to the 7th seed.
Correct.
So they would need Minnesota to lose out. The Rams
who play Detroit twice. I mean, I'm preparing you mentally. We need to be prepared mentally for that possibility. Just
they need Atlanta to lose out and Seattle though too, but Seattle's gonna lose tonight. So man, those freaking Packers are still in it, man.
Yeah. So I know. We'll see. It changes week to week, though. That's the thing with the NFL right now. It changes week to week, and it's ridiculous. Let's see here. You ready to move on to our next topic?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just finish up here, guys. We're going to talk. Last topic we're going to talk about is division. Thanks so much for watching this clip of the Box Score Sports Podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter or X. And we'll talk to you guys real soon. See ya.